If you've played Minecraft for a while, you will have probably come across one of these before. And once you defeat all the powerful mobs inside, you can find some of the best loot in Minecraft, like God apples, diamond armor, enchanted books, and buckets. Yes, buckets. But how good of loot can we actually get? That is the question we will be answering in today's video. There are a total of 24 different pieces of loot you can receive from a mansion's chest. The obvious best piece of loot is the enchanted golden apple, which we will refer to as the notch apple. Here is a graph of all of the items you can receive. The way that these work are each time a chest is generated, the chest generates 1 to 3 items from the first pool, 1 to 4 items from pool 2, and 3 items from the third pool. In pool 1, we have the most valuable items in the chest. We are going to take only notch apples from this pool, and 3 of them per chest. There are 3 different variables we have to work for in this formula. You have the chance of 3 god apples spawning by themselves, and then you have the chance of 3 items spawning in the chest from pool 1 in the first place. That is a 1 in 3 chance, so it's not that bad. 1 or 0.031 as a decimal chance per chest for a notch apple to spawn. So the chance of 3 spawning in a chest is 0.031 to the power of 3, which is equal to 0.000029791% chance, or 1 in 3,356,700. Multiply that by 0.33 due to the chance of the chest generating 1 to 3 items in the pool, and we get 0.0000297 times 0.3, which is equal to 0.0000983,103, and then multiplied again for the 10 items in the loot table, and it becomes 0.0000983,103 times 0.1, and we get 0.000000983,103, or 1 in 101,718,704. Now that we have the first pool figured out, let's look at the second pool. In this pool, we have things like iron, seeds, wheat, and a bucket. None of these are overly useful, but the iron is probably the most useful out of all of these. Looking at this table, we can see that we can get 16 iron per chest. Iron has an 18.5% chance of spawning. Convert this to a decimal and we can begin the math. 0.185 times 0.25, or 25% for the chance of 4 spawning per pool, then multiplied again by 0.25 because of the chest chances of spawning 1 to 4 items, then by 0.1 for the number of items in the table, and we have a final chance of 0.00115625, or 1 in 86,486 chance of spawning 16 iron in one chest. The last pool is the worst, mainly having mob drops and such, but there is one mob drop that is quite powerful, especially in large quantities, and that is gunpowder. The most amount of gunpowder we could get per chest is 24. Now we've been through the math of the other 2 chests, so I won't bore you with this one, but with a 57% chance of 1 to 8 spawning, the chance of getting 24 gunpowder is 0.017825, or 1 in 5,614. For one chest to have all of these perfect pools, we must multiply them together and get 0.000000983,103 multiplied by 0.0011525 multiplied by 0.017825, or 0.0000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000 133,161,415. The many types of rooms in the mansion are randomly generated, meaning that every mansion you visit will be different. There are a total of 8 different rooms that have a chest with random loot in them. These are the checkerboard room, the grey banner room, the X room, the wood arch hallway, the winding stairway room, the bedroom with loft, the clean chest room, and finally the attic room. Also the arena room, but I forgot to say that. Some of these rooms are hidden rooms, which we are not going to include in this video due to them not being able to generate next to corridors. In a regular mansion, you will generally find on average 2 chest rooms per mansion, which with perfect loot, we would receive 6 notch apples, 32 iron, and 48 gunpowder at a chance of 0.000000000020247697529296875 to the power of 2, which is equal to 4.09969255237899477 E negative 22, basically meaning there's 22 zeros in front of that, or 1 in 243 sextillion, 920 quintillion, 729 quadrillion, 962 trillion, 964 billion, 9,393,788. But what if we only had chest rooms? The entire mansion is a total of 58 blocks by 79 blocks long, stretching over 2.5 floors. This gives us 11,455 blocks squared of floor plan. Take off 2 blocks for each side of the walls, and you have the area you can have the rooms in. A 54 by 75 area over 2.5 floors, or a total of 10,125 blocks squared. To make the perfect mansion, we need to figure out how much room we can actually use for loot rooms. Every mansion must have a 16 by 16 entry point on the first 2 floors, taking off another 512 square blocks from the floor plan, leaving us with 9,613 blocks squared. Of all the rooms that contain chests, the smallest is the checkerboard room and the X room, each taking up a total of 7 by 7 blocks. We are only going to use these rooms so we can fit the most into the mansion that way. I have drawn up a theoretical layout for the first 2 floors, and we can just chop this in half for the third. Each floor has a total of 36 rooms we can use, multiplied by 2.5, and we get 90 rooms to use as chest rooms. This perfect mansion would probably never generate, as it only has 2 types of room and spare space that wouldn't spawn, but if for some reason it did spawn, the chances of all 90 chests would go as follows. We would have to take the chance of 1 chest spawning with god loot, then put it to the power of the number of rooms in our mansion. But before we do the math, this video took so long to make, and I would really appreciate it if you guys considered subscribing, as it only helps the channel and you can always subscribe. So, from 90 perfect chests, we would get 270 notch apples, 1,440 iron ingots, and 2,160 gunpowder. The chance of this happening is 0.00000000000020476975292292875 to the power of 90, which is equal to an insanely small number that I had to find a big, yes big, number calculator. And we finally get the answer of 0.0000000000000003724824767% chance of this happening, or 1 in approximately a goggle, which is 1 followed by 100 zeros, which means you would have to visit a goggle, not just normal mansions, but perfect mansions. And to put that in perspective, there are only 50 duodecillion blocks into the world border in every single dimension, in every single seed in the entirety of Minecraft. You would need to search 5.9 vigantillion times the amount of blocks in the entire game. So basically all of this was for nothing because this doesn't exist.